Hey guys, Sniff out here. We're doing a whole new crazy thing here. We've never done something like this before, but I figured why not? It's a new year. Let's mix it up a little bit. Let's have some fun. We're doing a video, our favorite and least favorite games of 2025. It's definitely something new. Don't do this. I kind of wrote a little script for this, so I'm going to go off of it every so often. But don't expect to be too good because I'm not editing any of this stuff. I'm terrible at editing. Editing frustrates me. And I'm lazy too, which is, just great. So this is just going to be me like showing off the Steam page and going over some like notes and stuff that we discussed about, or that I wrote down for the game and whatnot. Do a favor and count how many times you hear so stuff like that, because it's probably a lot. But anyway, we've played like 400 something games this year. It's quite a lot. I might pull up the notepad at the end and show off how much we've played, and I'm sure I've missed a bunch on there too. But we've played stuff from all AAA games. We've played old classics like my favorites, Resident Evils, Silent Hills, Dino Crisis. We've played popular stuff. We've played my viewers' favorite stuff. We've played a lot of itchio stuff. And we're just going to go about my favorite ones, my least favorite ones, stuff I think is worst, and stuff that's just very disappointing. So I guess honorable mention and just disappointing category too. But first of all, let's just start with itchio. If you guys are not familiar with itchio, itch.io is a website where typically free games are made by like one or two people, usually just one, just to show off, just showing off people making games, game development, showing off skills. And I'm a bit of a cynic. A lot of it is copy-paste games that ape off of the most popular indie stuff at the time. Which, if you've played Fears to Fathom, you've played about 90% of what itchio horror category has to offer. And it's very, very frustrating because of that. I have a lot of problems with itchio. We might talk about that in a different video, if I can get some motivation to make it. But I got a lot of problems with it. People rate the games way too highly because they're trying to be nice, but we've played a lot on our channel. They're just copy paste, same story, same sound effects, same beats, etc., etc. You've seen the same old man model in 8 million games. It's a very dour subject, and I don't like talking about it too much. But we'll make a video maybe one day because it really drives me crazy. But we have found some gold on the website. All right, we have found some good stuff on the website, and here we go. The first one up. Brother High's Faux Restaurant. This game is an interesting one because while it's on my favorite list, the gameplay for this game is horrendous. This is like one of the worst gameplay sections. I don't know. I don't even know how to describe it, but it's terrible. The controls don't really work. You click stuff left and right. It's just a pain in the ass. It just does not work right at all. But I'm not going to spoil anything for the story. The story is amazing. It has 8 different endings. There are cutscenes in this game. It has Mr. Gold right here. Dude, it's like, if you're playing this on stream, it's really fun for the viewers and stuff because everyone's like flipping out. It's like a schlocky 80s horror action movie just slammed together, and it's amazing. Brother High's Faux Restaurant. The itchio page is a mess, but that is what it is. It's like 30 minutes an hour. Oh, it's 4 endings, sorry. But the cutscenes are incredible, and they really make this game. I'm definitely excited to see what else this dev makes because they're great. All right, next up is a game called Van Stalker. This is another one of those games. It's probably gonna be a recurring theme. Van Stalker. The gameplay in this game is atrocious. The gameplay is horrible. There's one section of it where you're stuck in a house with a serial killer, and it doesn't tell you what to do. It makes no sense what's happening anyway, and the controls are bad. The jump scare noises are super loud, like way too loud. That's just normal stuff for itchio though. But this game has one of the craziest endings I've ever seen in my life. I was losing my mind. The last 5 to 10 minutes of this game It's like 5 minutes probably. Is so crazy that I cannot recommend this enough to play. It is worth sitting through the bad controls and everything like that, because when you have a cutscene and it hits, like, we were like, oh, holy shit, what's happening? My jaw was on the fucking floor when we played Van Stalker. I highly recommend it. It's, for the ending alone, it's incredible. There's some bad AI, there's some really bad textures and art in this game, and the story makes no sense either. But the twists, it is like, M. Night Shyamalan would be proud of these twists. It's a beautiful thing. Alright, next up for Itch.io, Garage. This game is incredible. Not only is Garage probably my favorite Itch.io game that I've ever played, this is like up there for like favorite games of the year. Like, without even, like, this game's incredible. It's only 10 to 15 minutes long, but this is like the best Silent Hill clone I've ever played in my life, dude. I can't, like, I don't want to say too much about it, because there's also some twists in this one, too. And it gets into some pretty, yeah, some pretty sad, territory here. But the music's amazing. The artwork is incredible. I am shocked that this is a free game. This is literally the best Silent Hill game of 2025, and it's not a question to me. Silent Hill F? Sorry. Garage is the best Silent Hill game of 2025. This game's incredible. If you enjoy that style, I highly, highly, highly recommend it. It's free. Like I said, all the Itch.io games are free. But those are our favorite Itch.io games of the year. 3 is kind of low, but we're just gonna do 3 for most of these anyway, so it's okay. Itch.io as a whole is it's pretty rough. It's pretty rough stuff. There's not a lot of good stuff on the site. All right, so favorite games of the whole year. My first pick is Labyrinth of the Demon King. If we're doing that here, we're gonna switch like that. My first pick is Labyrinth of the Demon King. This game is ridiculous. I don't know how to describe it. I wrote a little bit down for it. But, I guess I'll just read off what I wrote. The game, I think it's my actual favorite game for sure. It's the grossest, it's most oppressive, miserable, it's disgusting. The world is just hideous to look at. Everything about it is so chunky, it's clunky, everything about it is just disgusting. And it's so gross. But it all comes together in such a unique kind of game. It's like Kingsfield and Silent Hill put together, with some weird like RPG mechanics where you can upgrade your weapons. There's like a ton of different weapons anyway. There's like 10 to 20 weapons in the game, I think, something like that. I'm not too sure. We only beat it once, and I'm really excited to play it again because it got a DLC or New Game Plus DLC that adds more weapons and a new boss and stuff like that. But the game is beautiful. It has like a magic system where you can use magic in it too. There's all, like I said, different weapons, different strategies, different upgrade paths you can do, different armor sets. It has a big stalker nemesis enemy, which is awesome. The game's incredible. The boss fights are amazing. The cutscenes are all disgusting. Oh my god, dude. I cannot get over it. Every NPC you meet in the game is just... You're like on edge, like at all times. Like there's no one, like... There's a safe spot you can hang out and you make tea, which is nice and comfy. But every NPC you talk to is like, oh god, oh, I don't want to be here. It's disgusting. Everything about it is offensive to the senses. But god, dude, I cannot express how it all comes together for an amazing game. Labyrinth of the Demon King. I cannot recommend it enough. I'm super excited for the DLC. God, all the cutscenes are so good. It's amazing. It's amazing. Alright, next game is Total Chaos. Total Chaos, it definitely caught me off guard. I was not expecting this kind of game. It also has a pretty unique story, actually. I'm not going to be able to do it justice at all. But apparently it started off as a Doom 2 mod. Doom 2 mod or WOD. And it got picked up, and they were working on it constantly for like a while. And they said, fuck it. Apogee took over it as a publisher, and they put it on the Unreal Engine, and it's ridiculous. The game looks incredible. God, every scene in this game is incredible. The monsters are beautiful. and disgusting. The boss fights are kind of cool. There's some nice little puzzles in it. It's like you're gonna notice, obviously, because Silent Hill is my favorite franchise, but this is another Silent Hill kind of game. It's like Silent Hill and Condemned, and it's got some Stalker elements too, where you can kind of look by the menu right here. It's got some Stalker shenanigans in there. There's a crafting thing where you can make all sorts of different things. The best weapon in the game is the nail rock, which is exactly what it is. It's a rock with nails on it and a sack. You can throw it at enemies. It does so much damage. It's great. I love it. The combat in this game is beautiful. It's so fun when you get the hang of it and learn different weapon types. I'm a sledgehammer boy through and through. Big two-hand swings. I'm all about it. And it's very satisfying in this game. This game is such an... It's like a Labyrinth Demon King. It has such an oppressive atmosphere. Everything is just trying to kill you, obviously. This basically feels like hell sometimes. Some areas are just terrifying. I love it. I cannot say enough good things about this game. There was one part in this game... This is like one of the main reasons I'm into it. There's a part in this game where it says, hey, don't save. Or don't use your item that lets you save. And so then they want you to beat the whole chapter without saving. And for a first-time playthrough, on the hard difficulty... Well, there's no difficulty. There's difficulty... it's like permadeath or something like that. But as a streamer who gets distracted by chat and 8 million other things going on in life, and someone who's bad at games, and, dude, the first playthrough of this, when you do that section, it's so horrifying. I was on edge. Like, one of the greatest things I can say about a game, this sent me back to when I was a kid, playing Resident Evil for the first time. You don't know where you're going. You ran out of ink ribbons. Your inventory's a mess. You have nothing in your stash. Like, it brought me back to that fear and excitement I had playing these kind of survival horror games before. And, the fact that I'm saying that about a game in 2025, making me feel like how I felt like 20 plus years ago, that is, like, the highest review I can give a game. Because I cannot recommend that enough. It is ridiculous. This is like survival horror and psychological horror mixed together. I love the story for this game, too. I need to get good and play it again. I think my first playthrough was like 9 hours. Every video I'm talking about here is all uploaded on my YouTube as well, so if you want to look and check it out, they're all up there. I don't know. I can't really say it. I think one of the reasons this doesn't have as many positive reviews as it should, it's like 1,000 reviews or some shit. It says very positive. But this deserves like tens of thousands. This game's amazing, but it is $25, which I think is a reason it hasn't really gotten as... I don't know, it was a lot more. 16 hours played. Yeah, I guess my first play was like 15, 16 hours. But I don't know. This game's amazing. If you find it on sale, definitely play it. If you were interested in the genre, it is fucking amazing. Definitely one of my favorites of the year. Like I said, I think it's top two of the year. I love it. It also got a new DLC. It's like a stalker enemy or something like that. Is it over here? Yeah, it's a new... Well, not DLC. A new game plus. Which is cool. I love when games do that. And I love that it's more of a thing now than before. Alright. Next game. I don't really need to say anything about this. We played Clair Obscur. This is definitely not the kind of game I usually play. The lovely Cat Karma, shout out Cat Karma, she bought this for me because she wanted me to play it and check it out. This is definitely not the kind of game I play. I don't really fuck with turn-based combat too often. Like long story games like this are like, yeah, okay, I like them, but I don't really want to stream it. But we ended up loving the game. I went kind of obsessive mode into it. I put like 90 something hours into the game. Is that right? Yeah, 93 hours. I loved it. The music is phenomenal. I love the story. I love all the characters. Mael's best girl. Well, I didn't really like her playstyle too much. Like, she's better when she's all maxed out, but Sail's awesome. All the characters are amazing. The monster design it's okay. I don't hate the monster design. I think it could be a little bit better. But, like I said, this is all recorded on my YouTube as well, except for the fight with Clea? Not Clea. I don't remember. But she's in that one painted area in the manor. And Simon. I did not record those fights, but Simon was amazing. It took me like 2 hours messing with Pictos, trying to get the right team set up, and all that stuff like that. Like I said, there's nothing really much to say about this game that everyone hasn't already said. It's like one of the most... I mean, it won every single award ever. Look how many reviews it has. The game's ridiculous. I can't really add much to that. But it's great. If you enjoy turn-based stuff, like, and you're not a contrarian, like, the game's great. I loved it. Like I said, I don't even play this stuff that often. But I got sucked in the world big time. Alright. That was, those are my favorite games of the year. We're gonna go into some honorable mentions now, though. I feel like we've been yapping for a while, right? Oh, God. We're not even close. Alright. Honorable mentions. Peak came out this year. I don't think there's any debate. Peak is one of the best multiplayer games that has ever come out, especially this year. This game is ridiculous. I'm not going to put this on my favorite because it's a multiplayer game. I'm always like meh on those anyway. I think if you've watched this channel, you've seen me play it. We have like 68 hours. Jesus. I got right in between the two meme numbers. You've probably watched me play with Peak a lot. I haven't played the newest update, the Roots. I've not played the Roots update, I think it's called. But, the game's amazing. It deserves every ounce of success it has. Like, it's ridiculous. And, by the way, $8 is $10. I don't care what the devs say. But it's still worth every bit of $10. The game's great. If you get a couple people doing a first playthrough of Peak, it's incredible. I have a bunch of shorts on my channel. I have like 2 videos of Peak on there. We didn't record all of it, but we've streamed Peak a lot. And, you know, I'll probably pick it up again sometime. It's a great game. I love it. I think it is... Repo also came out this year. But I think Peak is a much, much, much better game than Repo is. But like I said, that's like a personal preference thing, too. The reason it's not anywhere near my thing is, like... It is a little buggy. There are some bugs in this game that I think are a little messed up. But I played it on release, so it's probably patched out now. Alright, next game... Caput Mortem. This game is wild, dude. I love this game. I was a huge fan. This one was a treat. The devs and the publisher both came into my chat and were talking me through it on my second playthrough of this, because we played it once, then they popped in, then we played it again trying to get the secret ending. Which there's a secret ending for this game, and it's amazing. I love it. But even if they didn't come into chat, they gave me a bunch of keys for this game too, and I was giving out keys to my community and telling other people to play it. This game's incredible, though. If you're interested in survival horror and just horror aspects in general, this game is beautiful. The art style is great. Some of the combat's a little iffy, but it's not really about that. It's not really focused on combat. It's all about uncovering the story of what happened. Do you brave the horrors that beckon you? Deeper still? One thing to say about this game is that the controls are brutal. I played on keyboard and mouse, which is a lot easier. Which is a lot easier to play than a controller, apparently. Apparently, controller is miserable, but it's intentional because the character you're playing has one hand. And that's something people don't really notice or pay attention to, but you are a one-armed guy. And that's why the controls are intentionally made that way. But the game is amazing. The atmosphere is great. It keeps things fresh. The gameplay changes up every so often. There's a lot of cool puzzles in it. I love it. Definitely check it out if you get a chance. It's like $12. Maybe we can get it on sale sometime. Like I said, I played. $12 for 4.8 is kind of short, but I think it's worth it. I think this game's great. If you get on sale, for sure, check it out. Caput Mortem. It's a juicer. Okay. I originally wasn't going to talk about this one because, as you see right here, it did not come out in 2025. It came out in December 13th, 2024. But I think that's close enough. I think that's close enough to the line. This is the Cabin Factory. We play a lot of anomaly horror games in this game, like kind of walking sim, psychological horror, it's the things they hear, but it's an anomaly horror game at the end of the day. You have to walk through a cabin, and you find out what's wrong with the cabin. And there's a lot of stuff in here. The joke in my chat is that this game has ruined my aura. Because before playing this game, I used to not really get jump scared much. I used to be like fine, like that was cool. That was a cool section. But you can watch my YouTube video of it. I got jump scared in this game like left and right, dude. I was on edge. I was scared as shit. I don't know. No game has really affected me as much as Cabin Factory, I think. At least At least, you know, streaming a horror game. Nothing's really affected me that much. But this one, dude, I was jumping left and right. Some of the scares are great. You see a couple of the same assets and models, but there's a lot of cool things in this that, and there's also a deeper story going on too constantly, and it's really cool. It's good. I think it's cheap too. Yeah, dude, even on sale, like $3 for this game, it's amazing. It's totally worth $3. It's actually scary. Again, I say the atmosphere again. It's great. It's great. All right, next one. Here we go. I don't know how to describe this. This is Road to Empress. First thing right off the bat, right here, Steam says you've never played a game like this before, and it's true. This is like a visual novel Chinese drama movie. It is ridiculous. Every character is a backstabber. You get dead ends left and right. This game is... We played... How long of it? 8 hours. God, dude. And it was a wild 8 hours. I was in hog heaven. I had... The first, like, 30 minutes of this game, we had, like, 3 or 4 deaths. And I was like, what is happening? This game is great. Look at the tree. Look at the tree. Oh, it's so wild, dude. It's an exhilarating narrative trip through ancient China as a young girl with dreams of becoming the Empress. That's what my script says right here. Make any mistake and you're off to the soup mines. Write that down. Take too long? Dead. Choose the wrong outcome or dress? Dead. Pick the wrong boy? You picked the wrong boy to fall in love with? Boom, you're dead. It is wild, dude. This is a special game. My buddy Drixus bought it for me to play, and I loved it. It was an amazing choice. We didn't want to play this at first. I was like, do I have to play this? But no, dude. Like, the first, like, hour, I was like, alright, we're locked in. We are locked in. I'm so excited for Road to Empress 2. I tried to get Cat Karma to play it, and she did, but she did not like it. She said everyone's too mean. I was like, that's the point. You have to be brutal. You have to be reckless or ruthless. This game's great. I love it. Those are my honorable mentions of best games of the year. So now we're going to get into a little worse section here. This is the most disappointing games of 2025. We're starting off with Junji Ito, Maniac, and Infinite Gao, or Jail. I was pretty excited for this when it first got announced, but then it came out and no one was talking about it. I was like, that's not a good sign. You see it has mostly positive reviews. Oh, first of all, it has Tomi in it, and she's fucking baddie in every universe. So, take that as you will. This game is rough. I don't really know how to describe it. It's a bit of a mess of a game. There's a lot of references, just for no reason other than just being a reference. Like, there's puzzles in it, but their puzzles are kind of brain dead. The story, like, the graphics are, like, they look okay, but they're a little choppy. Some of the animations are bad, as you can tell. I mean, it's just a Junji Ito game. So there's a lot of stuff about his stuff. It's okay. Like, it's fine. I think that's my biggest problem with the game, is it's just fine. You see this guy once, by the way, I think. For the most part, everyone's headless. And it's a damn shame, because, like, there are some cool moments. Like, that was an awesome room. This room's cool, like, just how it's framed and everything like that. It's just so disappointing. I was expecting it to be a lot better. Plus, it has not a lot, but it has a decent amount of AI stuff in there, a bunch of assets. Could be better. I don't not remember that. The cool thing about this game is there are multiple endings, so there's a lot of stuff you can get into here. But for the most part, it is pretty disappointing. There's a little. Was it buggy? I can't remember. Can't remember if it was buggy or not. Yeah, I don't really know what to say. It was just disappointing. So honestly, this section I should just be kind of bursting through because these are just disappointing games. There's not much to say about them. We'll get to that one. We'll get to that one. Next up is Heartworm. I was watching this before it was announced. Like, I was watching the dev post it. You know, it's another survival horror kind of game, but the combat in this game is really bad. There are, like, you can see the areas where, like, the environments are incredible. The combat is really bad, though. I do not like the menuing. There's a lot of yapping because she's an art student, I think. So you already know there's a lot of yapping. Like, some of the places look amazing. The boss fights are a real letdown. I do not, was not vibing with them. This game, the music in this game is incredible, though. I do highly suggest that. If I was editing this video, we would have different kind of musics playing for each of these sections, because most of my games always... I'm a big music guy, because Silent Hill, obviously. But this one... The combat just kind of ruins this game for me. Plus, like, I like the exploration of this game, but every area is, like, 5 times bigger than it should be. So this game has so much backtracking, it would make even the most extreme survival horror fan cringe, dude. It is ridiculous. It's like, you gotta go back and forth like 20 times. It's out of fucking control, man. And the big problem with that is that the areas are so big. Half time there's nothing in it. Okay, you'll get some ammo for your camera, which is the combat, but, could've been better. The boss fights are cool conceptually, but playing against it is no good. I think it might be worth it. It's kind of worth the playthrough if you get it on sale, but, I'm not a fan. Or I wasn't really a fan. I was expecting a little bit more from it. We got the best ending, though. Alright, another disappointing one. This is disappointing for a different reason, though. This is my buddy Nick Nito. He found this for us. He found it first, and I watched him play demo, and I was in hog heaven, dude. It was like the funniest... It was like the worst looking game I've ever seen in my life. One of our favorite games... Look at the animations. Look at the animations, dude. One of our favorite games on the channel is Secrets of Sundown. And, you should watch that video, because that's... I keep recommending my own videos, but that's just how it's going to be. Secrets of Sundown is our favorite game ever. It's a buggy disaster. Story makes no sense. Everything about it is just horrible. And when I first saw Nick playing this, I was like, oh, this is another Secrets of Sundown. This is another Secrets of Sundown, dude. But unfortunately, when you play the game, it is very, very boring. I did not leave a good review, because it's $9. We played... I mean, honestly, the price-wise for... How much? We got like 4.6 hours into it. Like, that's worth it, but it's so boring, dude. There's like a couple moments in this game where are really, really, really funny, and I was laughing at a lot. And there's also a couple cool moments. Like, this area was pretty cool, but it didn't last long enough. But the rest of the game had way too much lasting. It was pretty buggy. Not the good kind of bugs either. It's pretty dumb. Like, the solutions at the end are really goofy. I clicked through a bunch of stuff. Like, some cool imagery. But it was just bad. Which I knew, and I wanted it to be bad. But it wasn't as bad as it could have been. Alright. Let's keep going. Okay. Silent Hill F. You know what? We're gonna get to Silent Hill F, but I'm gonna put it at the end of the section. Because I have quite a bit to say about that train wreck. So let's go on to our next category, which is the worst games. The worst games we've played in 2025. Starting right off, this is The Backrooms 1998. This guy made a demo of this game 3 to 4 years ago. Something like that. He made it like 3 to 4 years ago. And then he finally released it February 20th of 2025. So I'm counting it as a 2025 game. But, this game's terrible. This is actually one of the worst games I've ever played in my life. There's a couple cool moments that are completely ruined not even a millisecond after you see the moment. Because this game has the worst jump scares in the fucking face of the planet. You know, jump scares, everything is like, oh, it's super loud, oh, that was scary, oh, it's shocking. This game is every 2 fucking seconds, you walk down a hallway, boom, jump scare. Boom, loudest jump scare noise you've ever heard in your life. Boom, horrible monster that makes another jump scare noise. Oh, you make any kind of noise, the monster is literally spawning on top of you. Everything about this game is horrible. Normally, the Backrooms is a kind of bad genre for games to play, because a lot of them are boring, because you're supposed to get immersed. Backrooms is all about immersion, isolation, and just how you feel insignificant. Because it's meaningless. There's nothing you can do. You're stuck in the backrooms forever. That's the whole point. That's why they're scary. This game, like, oh, here's a monster. It's just, here's a couple monsters that are just try-hard. I think it's just one, actually. It's just try-hard, edgy schlock, dude. The story is terrible. It's just edgy for the point of being edgy. It's schlocky. It doesn't fit with anything in the backrooms. You find a map in this game. no Backrooms game should have a fucking map, because it just doesn't make any sense. It's so bad, dude. Like, for every, like, maybe one cool moment this game has, like, you're stuck with, like, 20 bad ones. It's actually one of the worst. This game has a jump scare option where you can turn off the jump scares. That's how bad they are. And the fact that that's even an option is embarrassing, and I think this dev is cooked. The fact that this has very positive reviews should tell you right there, don't trust Steam reviews. Steam reviews are the fucking worst. They are the absolute worst, dude. Because people get scared, like 4 minutes into a game. Oh, that was scary. Close the review out, close the game out, give it a positive review. And that's terrible, dude. You can't do that. This game pissed me off so much. I have a video of it online also, and it's terrible. Yeah, okay, cool menu system for no reason. It's so bad, dude. Hi, Steam. Yeah, sure. I would talk about the graphics, because the graphics are pretty nice. When you're playing the game, it looks incredible. But your camera, like, he does like a head bob thing, which is really weird. But also, because this dev is not from this planet, he added a really horrible camera flicker. I can't really, like, describe it. You have to watch the video or play it yourself, which I don't recommend. But there's a camera flicker every so often, and it's so bad that it completely ruins how I even look at this game. Like I said, everything about it, the sound design is atrocious in this game. The jump scares are the absolute worst, which needs to be studied how bad they actually are. I don't know. Let me look at my thing. There's like, I've already said enough, like, everything about it's bad. The monster design is cool. Like, I like how the monster looks, but that's about it. But it also doesn't mean anything, because the game's dog shit. So what are you gonna do? Alright, next game. I wasn't gonna talk about this one, because it's called SpongeBob Night Shift. He made 3 chapters of this, and they're all gone. Which is hilarious, because the notices are here, too. Talking about the copyright infringement for the game. But I do have 2 of the chapters up on my YouTube if you want to watch them. But everything about the game was terrible. If you want to see shitty jokes, if you want to see racism, terrible jump scares, some of the worst sound mixing you've ever heard in your life, bad AI voice acting, go right ahead and watch it. But it is definitely up there for the worst game, or one of the worst games we've played this year. I don't know what else to say. It's terrible. There's no defending it. It's just dog shit, and you can see it's gone. So it's not my fault. We'll talk about that one in a minute. Here we go. Safe Place. We've talked about Secrets of Sundown before. This is the dev who made Secrets of Sundown. So I saw him make this game. I was like, oh god, I have to play this. I have to play this. I paid $1 for this game, by the way. We played it a couple times on stream, and it's terrible. This is actually, like, this dev is not from this planet. I don't know how to describe it. You have to play this game or watch it to see how terrible it is. It's like one of the buggiest things I've ever seen. It throws you in without explaining anything. You have an AI buddy who helps you out, but he literally just gets in the way and gets you killed. He pushes you around, and on top of that, this game's not even finished. There are 4 out of 5 switches. I've never been able to find the 5th one. It's terrible. There's no defending this game. I have left a review. I don't know what you're doing, but they're all masterpieces. Keep up the good work. Yeah. I'm the only one. I think I'm the only person who played this game on the planet. So, which is funny, but we can't beat the game. I've tried. I've looked every way for these 5 puzzles. I've only found 4. Like I said, I have like multiple hours in this game, and I just can't beat it. I don't know how to do it, and I don't think I ever want to. So big. It's only $1, and people have gotten some entertainment from it, but it is the biggest waste of money I've ever done in my life. It's shocking, baffling, mind-blowing, downright insane. If games can be considered art, this should be someone throwing stuff at a canvas and calling it a day. That's my review for it. It's an unbelievable game from start to finish. A start to a finish that isn't there. Dude, Sniff is cooking right there. Sniffy's cooking with that one. Alright, let's jump into this last one. Dude, I don't... I might just save this for an itchio complaint video, but we can talk about it here a little bit. Vacant is another one that came out this year, I think. Yeah, it came out this year. It's terrible. It's one of the worst things I've ever played in my life. It's the same assets we've seen a million times, the same old man model. He puts a texture filter over this game to make it look worse than it is, which is amazing because it already looks like dog shit. Look at the character models. This is the worst assets the worst jump scares you've ever seen in your life. The story is terrible, makes no sense. The characters are all unlikable. It's just references to other stuff. It has Casio in the game because Casio is funny and makes the children laugh. And if Casio's in your game and he plays your game, he says WDev and you get a clap on the back. And Casio never punches down and he always says every game's good. So, but I'm not going to do that because this game is dog shit. This is one of the worst things I've ever played in my life. And the problem with this game is there are multiple like it. This is like I don't even know how many we've played that are like this. In a motel, in a gas station. We could do a gas station compilation of the same assets left and right in the same story. It's terrible. It's terrible. But like I said, this is a symptom of a larger problem on itchio. This game has positive reviews and people like it. Very good. I don't understand it. This game's peak. They have to be either bots or just complete monkeys at a keyboard, dude. Or 5-year-olds. Because these games are all terrible and they're all the same. But I might keep the murder rant to there. And we could talk about it on an itchio video because there's a lot to say about this genre of games. Alright, those are our worst games of the year. So now we can do a little Silent Hill F rant. And it's not going to be little because I have a lot to say about this fucking game. I don't know. I'm debating if I even do this and make it a separate video. But every Silent Hill game, for the most part, like 1, 2, 3, 4, Downpour, Homecoming, Origins, they all have kind of bad combat. I'm not going to defend any of their combat. Shattered Memories doesn't even have combat. That's how bad a game is. Silent Hill F has worse combat than all of them put together. The combat in Silent Hill F is so bad that it would take what would be like an 8 or 9 out of 10 game to a 4. To a 4 easy. This game, the combat is so bad, I can't even wrap my head around it, that it went through so many people playing this game to finally get the fucking, like, to release it. Like, how do you release a game like this? It's so bad. And on top of that, it forces you to play it multiple times. So you have to sit through... Well, the multiple time thing, that's not the biggest problem with it. The biggest problem is there's combat arenas that you can't skip. So you have combat arenas that you can't skip in a game with horrible combat that are long, tedious, multiple, and it's just so bad. On top of that, like I said, you have to play through the game multiple times. The hitboxes in this game are terrible. The hit stun in this game is fucking mind-blowing. They made that... They add that in the game to make it look artistic, I guess? I don't know, but it's horrible. The animations are terrible. The grab animation is one of the worst I've ever seen. The fucking dog enemy, whatever his name is, I don't know his name. It's shocking. I was fucking losing my mind. We did end up beating this game. I put 40 hours into it. I do not think it deserves a good review. I might not... People like this game because it looks incredible, which it does. The music is really good. Some of the sound design is pretty good. Every character is beautiful in this game. Like, the character models are incredible in this game. The boss fights look great. The graphics are fucking out of this world. Some of the areas are well, not some of the areas. Most of the areas are beautiful. It's wild. The game is incredible for that. But then you have to play the game. And that's why people like this game, because they didn't play it. They played through one ending, and we're going to talk about the endings too. People play through the endings of this game, one ending, and then it's like, alright, let's just go look at the YouTube, because I don't want to play this game another 4 times, which is fair. I don't blame them. Playing multiple games multiple times is bad. One game multiple times when it has shit combat? No thank you, dude. No fucking thank you. It gets better on repeat playthroughs, but that still doesn't make it better. Like, you're still doing the same shit. Nothing really changes, too. It wants you to play through multiple times to get the true ending, but you go through the same environments. You have the same cutscenes with maybe like 30 seconds of added cutscene every fucking 2 hours. You have different notes to pick up that give you different interpretations of the shit. Sorry, when yapping so long, I need something to drink. I don't get it. This game has positive reviews because, like I said, they play through one ending and they're done and they watch the videos of it. Or they emphasize with the main character, which is good. You're supposed to emphasize with Hanako. She's great. But people praise this game like it's the best thing that ever happened in the series, when this game is so bad. Well, not the game. The combat is so bad in this game, it fucking blows me away. And that excuse, like, oh, Silent Hill combat's always bad, it's fine. It's like, no, dude, no. This game went through twice as many people making it, maybe like 5 times as many people making it as 1 through 4 did. And no one caught how bad it is. It's like, what are you guys doing? It's ridiculous. It has to be like some kind of delusion. It has to be like some kind of delusion that everyone just fucking got sucked into it. The story, I like the story. The problem with the story is, it's beaten over your head constantly. Like, this story has no subtlety at all. It's about the horrors of being a Japanese girl way back in the day, having no fucking autonomy at all. Autonomy? Autonomy? I don't know how to talk. I'm not paid to talk. I'm paid to cook. I'm not trying to make the light of the situation, but it's so blatant. There's no fucking intrigue to it besides what are the other endings? How does it change? And just having to play through it multiple times is fucking mind-blowing. This game does not respect your time, dude. It is shocking. But it's better if you just watch videos like everyone else did. Like I said, I have every ending uploaded on my YouTube, so go watch it if you want to hear me complain about it in real time. But like I said, I like the story, but it is so blatant and beaten over your head constantly. First playthrough of this is what, like 15, 20 hours? Something like that. But every hour, every 30 minutes, cutscene is talking about how bad it is being a woman. I get it. You know, it sucks. It fucking sucks, especially back then. But that is frustrating, having to hear it constantly, dude. I get it. On top of that, the combat's bad. I'm going to keep saying that because people don't understand how fucking bad the combat in this game is. And if you do, and you still like it, more power to you, but you're wrong. You are dead wrong. I'm just gonna say that people say the true ending's the canon ending, and I don't agree with that at all. I think the canon ending is the first ending you get, the pill ending. Because that's the one everyone saw. And that's the only one people really got. I don't know. There's so much to say about this game, but it's so hard to fucking put it in words. Because I don't want to sound like an asshole, but it's just constant. It's so frustrating. I don't ever want to play this game again. Like I said, I got every ending, but I could not get all the achievements. I was like, this is not worth it. It's so fucking frustrating. This game... My biggest problem with it is the house section at the end. Because you play through the game multiple times, obviously. And like how I'm saying that multiple times, right? Because that's the whole point of the game. But you go to the house section, I'm like, alright. The house is getting a little more messed up. We're going to get different lore bits here and there. And in the true ending, the house is going to be completely different. This is going to be here. This is going to be changed. This room is going to open up. This is going to be here. We're going to get more story about the dad and mom. Just all for the ending. All for the true ending. It's going to be great. And you do the house section at the end, and you get some of the worst fucking cutscenes I've ever seen in my life. It's like the mom cutscene at the end, when she's talking how she gets back at the dad, and that abuse is okay because, oh, I get back at him by poisoning his food sometimes, and women can fight back too, you know. Sometimes I snub and don't talk to him. That's good. Being toxic against another toxic person, that's getting back at it. Women are powerful. It's like, what? I played through this game for 40 fucking hours for that ending cutscene? Not the ending cutscene, the ending house cutscene. And then the boss fights play out the same exact every single time. Except for, you know, the ending boss fights. It's like, what? If the game is supposed to be different every single time, why are the bosses the same, except for the final one? It's like, it's supposed to be changed. But, oh, this note says that Rinko's actually a good person. She actually loves you. Even though you have 35 hours of the game telling you how awful of a fucking bitch this Rinko is. Fuck off. Fuck off, dude. No thank you. I'm good. She is not fucking redeemed in my eyes. I don't care. I'm just complaining too much. Oh, it's the town, it's the town. Ugh. I don't like it. I don't like it. I have a lot of problems with this game. Like I said, I go through most of them in my YouTube videos of it, talking about it. But the endings, I think, are not really worth it. The best ending is the, did I write it down? Did I write it down? Let me check. I didn't write it down. But the best ending, because it's the scariest for me, is the fox wets its tail ending. Is that it? I can't remember. But it's when she marries him. And at the end of it, you hear her scream, and it's fucking, like, it's visceral, dude. It's a visceral ending. I love it. It's like the actual, like, scariest thing in the game. It's fucking gorgeous, too. But all the other endings or whatever. Like I said, the game is beautiful. This is like one of the best looking games I've ever played in my life. It's just unfortunate that I cannot stand to play it. Like, I'd never want to play this game again. It'd have to get changed completely. I need to download 80 mods to change the to change all the combat and arenas and everything else, because it's ridiculous. It's just a promo thing. It doesn't show off gameplay. Whatever. I don't know. That's my review of Silent Hill F. It's not a bad game. It's a frustrating one. I don't think it's worth playing. I think it's much better watching a deep dive autistic playthrough of it, like I would do, where you click every single note, you read every single note, you go through every cutscene so you don't skip everything. But then it's very disappointing because there's not much there. It's like, Silent Hill games are supposed to be replayable because most of them have different endings. Mostly all of them have different endings. But the problem is when you do a true ending where you're, quote, forced? Hashtag forced? To get the true ending, it just takes away the point of replaying the game. Like, you're supposed to replay the Silent Hill games to get a different ending. Not an ending that's basically the same, but changes one thing about it. It's just frustrating to me. I don't know how to describe it. It's not the same kind of replayability that every, like, Silent Hill 1, 2, and 3, and 4 have. And this is a side tangent for just the video game industry in general. This game doesn't really have any unlockables. Like, you get a lightsaber if you do the UFO ending, but that's it. That's shocking to me, because every Silent Hill game, 1, 2, 3, and 4, have multiple things you can unlock. Constantly. And for some reason, game devs, it's easier now than ever before to add mods into your game. People do it for free constantly online. I could go look up like 8 million fucking mods of Silent Hill F, just for character models and like that. Most of them are bad, you know, most of them you shouldn't be modding in a game about a Japanese schoolgirl. That's not the point. The point is that anyone could do it. And anyone does do it. And the fact that there's only one outfit you get in this fucking game is for the pre-order bonus? Fuck that, dude. That drives me insane. I cannot stand that. That is so frustrating to me. It's so easy to add another character model. It's so easy to add weapons to a game. Like, I don't get it. Why are devs lazier now than ever before? Just fucking put a new weapon in. Put a goofy weapon in. You can't take the game seriously when Hanako's wearing the pink bunny outfit anyway. Why does it matter if you're not taking it seriously when you're holding a chainsaw against these enemies or some shit like that? I don't understand it. It doesn't make any sense to me why they're so bummed about this stuff. God, this is going to turn into just the Silent Hill F complain review the whole time. But here we go. My last little point about this. I really don't like... And I knew this was going to happen. I knew this was going to happen when Silent Hill Short Message came out. Because now, Konami's going to use the Silent Hill phenomenon, to explain why worlds go to shit, and this happens here, and this happens here, and this world turns into a hellscape. But it's only in her brain, so it doesn't matter. It's not actual Silent Hill phenomenon. It's just dumb. It's lazy, and they're going to push it to make this franchise relevant again after it hasn't been relevant for a very, very, very long time. And unfortunately, or fortunately, if you like eating and drinking slop like everyone else does online, you're going to get a Silent Hill game every single year from now on, because the Silent Hill phenomenon makes it easy for them to do that. Instead of having to think of a story why the Silent Hill town would be relevant again, let's just put it anywhere. Which is cool. There's different venues and stuff you could do. Anywhere. Like, a Silent Hill in Russia would be crazy. A Silent Hill in Africa sounds awesome, actually. There's so many different, like backgrounds and religions and religious things you could do in a Silent Hill setting. But in that case, just make a different game. Like, stop using Silent Hill just because it's Silent Hill and people know that franchise and they'll buy your slop that says Silent Hill on it. I don't know. That's my complaint about it. One thing I do really like about this game, besides what I've said already, is I love that it does have a supernatural element to it. There actually is, like, Because that's why I love Silent Hill 1 and 3 so much, because there actually is a physical god in the town enforcing his or her will into the town. Like, that's true. That actually happens in the game. And I love that that's true in this game as well. Spoiler warning, whatever, etc., etc. Alright, I guess we're done. That was a lot. Was that worth it? Is anyone gonna watch this? Is anyone gonna watch this, chat? I didn't even say like half my lines. I kind of skipped over half my lines. But it's fine. We did a lot of talking, and that's all that matters. I guess we do another quick little thing. I guess I can recommend 2 games that weren't from 2025, but I do like them a lot. Indigo Parallel, the game is amazing. It's a fucking fever dream, and it's a game I would call art because it means something very, very strongly to somebody, to one person on this planet. It means a lot to. There's a lot of different things going on in Indigo Parallel. And the Psychopomp is also amazing, and I'm super excited for Psychopomp 2. But that's my quick and dirty little review. I guess we can here, if you guys would like. I'm gonna pull up my the games we've played this year, just so you can see. I think we've played like 400 something games this year. Yeah, look at this. This was all 2024 when I first started streaming. But yeah, like, look. It goes for quite a while here. Does it tell me how much is at the bottom? Yeah, we played all this stuff, dude. And guess what? Sniffy's just getting started. So you better follow the channel, because we're going the distance. Not all these are uploaded, but, you know, because some games are just dog shit. Some games are just bad and don't deserve to be uploaded. But that is what it is. But, alright. We're done, though. We've yapped for a while. It's been 50 minutes of yapping. I don't know if anyone's going to watch this, but if someone does, and you enjoy it, let me know. And I'll do some more of this stuff. I might do some more, like, we might make an itchio complaining video. Just talk about the state of indie horror, because indie horror is in a rough spot right now. I guess I'll give another shout out to worst game of the year. Deadly Premonition has the worst port of any game I've ever played in my life. It is actually unplayable if you buy the Steam version. So don't buy the Steam version. Emulate this shit or something. Because it's literally unplayable, dude. It's terrible. It just crashes constantly. I made a video of that too. But alright, we're done here. I hope you enjoyed Life is Beautiful for 50 minutes, because I know I did. Because life is beautiful. But anyway, follow the channel. We stream mostly every night on twitch.tv/sniffhow. I'm very interactive with the chat. That's why this video is kind of hard for me, because I'm looking at my screen looking for a chat to talk, but they're not live, so... I'm talking to you guys. I'm talking alone. Oh god. I'm a fool. Oh god. Alright, I'm cringe. I'm cringe. Alright, bye everybody. See you next time. See you next year for Best of 2026. Resident Evil Requiem, maybe? Grand Theft Auto? Whoa!